It's the Renegade Rolls 2025 awards, in a format I've stolen entirely from Dan Hardcastle of Nerdcubed. Each day up until the 25th, I am going to be listing my favourite stuff in the world of TTRPGs. There's going to be systems, there's going to be dice, there's going to be weird stuff I've not even thought of yet. But each day it's an award for my favourite thing in a particular category. Tomorrow is the What's That Coming Over the Hill award for my favourite something. If you correctly guess what the award's for, you win inspiration. You tell your DM next time you play, Rich says, inspiration. If you guess the award and the winner, you win one of those nods in that GIF reel. Ready? See you tomorrow. It's day one of the first ever Renegade Rolls Awards, and this is the award for the What's That Coming Over the Hill award. This is for my favourite TTRPG monster. My rules for what qualifies are a bit vague and wobbly, to be honest. Each day I'm going to be including stuff from old games, new games, and ones that are only in development in Kickstarter land just now, which is good for me. I get lots of choices of what to pick. And so the first ever Renegade Rolls Award, this one is for the best monster, goes to the Blood Oiler. Tales from Elsewhere, Clockworld. There are bigger monsters, there are ones with more arms and legs and tentacles, but the Blood Oiler does something very, very special. It's a perfect microcosm and poster boy, in an unsettling way, for the entire system, because it shows and plays on the fears of so many people who would be in this world. It's the fear of death, it's the fear of industrialization, it's the fear of being turned into one of these things yourself. Yeah. If you want to know more about the Blood Oiler and Tales from Elsewhere, then you'll find them on Instagram and YouTube. The game's been through Kickstarter and comes out properly in the new year, and I cannot wait. Tomorrow will be the And Sweet Award. If you can guess in the comment what this award's for, you win inspiration for your home game. Just tell your DM Rich says it's alright, I'm sure they'll be fine with it. If you can successfully guess the award and the winner before tomorrow, every time that you go to put a USB stick in its socket, it'll go in the right way up, first time. See you tomorrow. It's day two of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today it is the And Sweet Award. This one is going to be for the best short role-playing game. This is for a fully fledged system, but one that is well suited to one-shots and little short campaigns, and it does not outstay its welcome. With that in mind, the And Sweet Award goes to Grit. Grit is a super cool, low fantasy RPG. The game's specifically designed for one-shots and short campaigns, which means you get to use all of the book, rather than sitting dreaming thinking, oh yes, when I'm level 20 in 3 years' time, then I'll have fun. No, Grit lets you get on with it, and you are smiling, even in the scary setting, from the beginning. Also, the monsters, the artwork, the design, and just the vibes in general are very, very cool. I did a full video review on it a while back. Go find it in the description here. Tomorrow, we have the I Should Be So Lucky award. If you can guess what that award is for, you win inspiration at your next home game. Just tell them that Rich says it's fine. If you can guess what the award is for and what the winner will be, well, the next time that you open up the D&D Player's Handbook, it'll open at exactly the page you want it to. I'll see you tomorrow. It's day three of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the I Should Be So Lucky award for the best dice, or die, singular. Like lots of you, I have too many dice. So trying to figure out which is the best one was quite a challenge. I'm looking at number of sides, I'm looking at readability, I'm looking for a certain je ne sais quoi that you don't necessarily find in your standard sets. The winner of the I Should Be So Lucky award for best dice and best die, singular, is, well, come with me, because it's been behind me all along. Like a sort of polyhedral Sam Reich, I suppose. This one here. See this? Amazing. This is a D12, and it's bouncy. Oh, by Chaos Curios, and I love it so much. You can see all the numbers very clearly on the sides. You can use it for Daggerheart, you can use it all the time. In D&D, if you're a barbarian, it just makes me very happy. And to have a bouncy one that I can throw at my players, oh, that's a delight. You take D12 physical damage, bang, ha, gotcha. I'm easily pleased. I need to go get it now. It's actually vanished, it's gone. Is it under the sofa? Please don't be under the sofa. Oh, I'm never going to see it again. Farewell, favourite die. I'll miss you. A few minutes later. Found it. I'm sorry, little die. I won't do that again. Totally going to do that again. Tomorrow is going to be the award for walking around an art gallery, looking at the pictures and saying, that's you, to your friend award. If you can comment below and guess what that award is for, you win inspiration in your next game. Just tell your DM that Rich says it's fine. If you can guess what the walking around a gallery, looking at pictures, pointing them and saying to your friend that's you award is for, and what the winner is, next time you drop a die, you'll find it easily. See you tomorrow. It's day 4 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today it's the walking around a gallery, looking at pictures, pointing at one, saying to your friend, that looks like you award. This is for the best art, specifically best monster art, but kind of best art overall in an RPG. The winner of the walking around a gallery, looking at a picture, pointing at it, looking at your friend and saying that one looks like you award goes to Mappamundi. The art in this RPG is incredible. I've seen nothing like it. Joel Kilpatrick is the artist. If you'd have told me that this was the new art for the new D&D game or for some huge big AAA game, I'd be like, okay, no, that is impressive. But the fact that this is the art for a new indie game, for the first game even released by this studio, is stunning. I did a first look review of the game when it came out on Kickstarter. The link for that is somewhere, you'll find it. There are loads of reasons to love Mappamundi by 3 Stale Studios, but the art really does speak for itself here. So I'm just going to shut up for a bit and let you enjoy. Tomorrow will be the Metaphorical Lighthouse Award. If you can guess what that award's for, you win inspiration. Tell your GM that Rich says it's okay. If you can guess what the Metaphorical Lighthouse Award is for, that same GM will roll an improbable succession of ones. See you tomorrow. It's day 5 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the award for the Metaphorical Lighthouse Award. This is for the best book that I've read about RPGs, guiding us through the dark, like a lighthouse. The winner of the Metaphorical Lighthouse Award for Best Book About RPGs goes to Venger's Guide to Managing Chaos at the Table. This is by Scott Doherty, who you might know from Venger's Decks. He makes maps and some really cool RPG aids, but also a fantastic book. Now, I'm not usually one for drawing in my books. I'm usually very good at not wrecking them. I was a well-brought-up boy, but I make an exception here. It is absolutely full of wisdom about how to let go when you're running a game. You might have grand plans, you might imagine what could happen, but when you hold on too tightly, if you think what should happen, you're going to come unstuck. So instead, the book gives great advice on how to improvise, how to roll with the punches, and how to keep on having fun, even if your players have gone in a completely different direction than you expected. Tomorrow will be the Curiouser and Curiouser Award. If you can guess what that award is for, you get inspiration at your next game of D&D. If you can guess what the Curiouser and Curiouser Award is for and guess the winner, well, no matter the system or genre, if you're playing hardcore sci-fi or a very serious political intrigue game, your party will come across a baby triceratops and befriend it. See you tomorrow. It's day 6 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today's award is the Curiouser and Curiouser Award. And this one is for the strangest RPG. Not necessarily for being zany or weird, this is more about subverting mechanics that we kind of all expect to have in a game. The winner of my Curiouser and Curiouser Award goes to Mythic Bastion Land. But Rich, I hear you cry in the comments, this is a medieval fantasy game, there's nothing weird about that. Well, what really surprised me and made me think, wow, this is so different to anything I've played before, was character creation. Watch this, we're going to make a character in 5 seconds. The entirety of character creation coming right up. 9 and a 1, 1 and a 9. 1, 9, with a Saddle Knight. Boom, done. Who is next? That move that's made by Chris McDowell of taking away a huge chunk of what players will spend their time on in a role-playing game is, I think, a masterstroke. This is a game that you can pick up, you can play it right now. Almost zero prep needed, because so much of it is coming from those random tables. Tomorrow will be the 10,000 Spoons Award. If you can guess what that award is for, you will gain inspiration from your DM the next time you play. If you can guess what the 10,000 Spoons Award is for and guess the winner, the next time you're running a game and your players enter a town, they're going to say to you, you know what, let's do the shopping in between games. We don't need to spend time on that. See you tomorrow. It's day 7 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the 10,000 Spoons Award. This is for the best GM tool, because it's 10,000 spoons when all you need is a knife. Thank you, Alanis Morissette. The winner of the 10,000 Spoons Award for best GM tool is the Dakuma deck. This is so very, very cool. It's a deck of tarot cards, but with GM prompts, a positive one and a negative one. It's split into 3 sets for location details, for group dynamics, and for personal connections. I found these so useful to do collaborative world building and collaborative party building with my players. In a campaign, I'll use the Dakuma deck as a starting point, but for one-shots to give a party what they need to get up and running, to give them more than just, oh, we meet in a tavern and I suppose we had an adventure together. These are perfect. For all you fans like me of the Daggerheart character creation system, these cards have so much to offer and a wonderful accompaniment. Use the two together, you get amazing things. Also, they are so pretty. Something I've never seen before, which is awesome, contains an X card. Super useful safety tool at your table. For those that maybe don't know, the idea is if you're feeling uncomfortable, if you need to pause for a second for any reason, you tap the X card or just say, hey, can we stop for a moment? And that's a nice out of character way of making sure that the narrative doesn't get away from anyone and that nobody feels uncomfortable. I am super impressed that this is included. Thank you, Gordon Lasso Games. Tomorrow we have the Humankind Award. If you can guess what the award is for, you win inspiration for your next game of D&D. If you can guess what the Humankind Award is for and who the winner is, well, next time you're hosting an in-person game, your players will bring you your favourite snacks. Players in my home games, that's Jammy Dodgers and Party Rings, thank you very much. See you tomorrow. It's day 8 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the Humankind Award for the best free or pay what you want game. The winner of the Renegade Rolls Humankind Award for best free or pay what you want game goes to Bloodsuckers. Bloodsuckers was created by Rachel Kay, who goes by Kara Waterwife on the internet. Would you like to play as a sexy vampire who on no account sparkles? Of course you would. I really love the opening premise for this game. In Bloodsuckers, you are a vampire. You died and made a pact with demons in the void, allowing you to come back and deal with unfinished business. You suck blood and ruin lives. It's a good idea for a movie. It's a fantasy modern 2d10 rules medium kind of game, and it is just so much fun. I did a proper review of the game a little while back where I painfully misquote Romeo and Juliet. Tomorrow we have the I'm Stealing All of This award. If you can guess what the award is for, you win inspiration next time you play D&D. If you can guess what the I'm Stealing All of This award is for and guess the winner, well, next time you're about to stub your toe, you won't. It's thanks to me. See you tomorrow. It's day 9 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today we have the award for the I'm Stealing All of This award. This is for the piece of media that's got me most inspired recently. There is all sorts of media. I could have done a post for a book, a film, a computer game, but we'll stick to just one to cover the whole lot. The I'm Stealing All of This award for best media goes to The Odyssey, which are only about 4,000 years late in picking up. This particular version has been translated by Emily Wilson. Reading through the introductory notes and explainers, it was fascinating for me to realise how much of the telling of this tale is down to the individual translators and how they've all put their own spin on the tales. For those that don't know, The Odyssey is about a man called Odysseus who tries to make his way back home again, but he's tormented at every step of the way by the gods. For me, with my Game Master hat on, it's really inspired me to think about fantasy worlds where the gods are present, where they really do meddle in mortals' lives. In the Odyssey, they just turn up and chat with our heroes. I think it's a really fun way of making the epic worlds feel personal to our characters, rather than the gods all being off in some mountain somewhere. You can chat to them, you can say hello, and they can judge you, and they can find you not worthy. Tomorrow, we have the Corporeal Award. If you can guess what this is for, you win inspiration at your next game of D&D. If you can guess what the Corporeal Award is for, and guess the winner, well, your printer will keep on printing and not run out of ink for much longer than you expect. See you tomorrow. It's day 10 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the Corporeal Award for the best thing on my table. This is not including best dice, that was back on day 3. The Corporeal Award for best thing goes to these two things. These are my little shelves that go on top of my GM screen. They sit like this. One goes here, and one goes here. And I can use them to put things on top. It is so very, very simple, but incredibly useful. I first had the idea of using these while playing Daggerheart, where showing fear tokens like this in a space that I can reach them and my players can see them as well is very, very useful. I know Critical Role have an abacus thing, but I really like this. It's super clear exactly what the level of fear is. I designed these myself in Blender, and everyone's favourite pirate, Salty Nick, 3D printed them for me. Tomorrow we have the I Wish I Knew Myself That Well award. If you can guess what the award is for, you win inspiration in your next game of D&D or an extra hope if you play Daggerheart. If you can guess what the I Wish I Knew Myself That Well award is for and what the winner is going to be, well, sometime very soon in a film or TV series, the protagonist is going to have the same name as you, and they're going to be really cool and everyone's going to think you're really cool by extension. I've not had that myself since the Sharp novels and films. See you tomorrow. By the way, follow the link in the description if you want the STL files for these. It's day 11. Oh, hold on. I'm not an AI, I've only got 10 fingers. It's day 11 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today, it's the I Wish I Knew Myself That Well award. This is for my favourite player character I've played this year. The winner of the I Wish I Knew Myself That Well award goes to Yorick. I would say I'm at your service, but frankly I'm not. You are beneath me. I'm at nobody's service. Apart from Father, maybe. This is the character I had the pleasure of playing on stage with Definitely Not Goblins. They are a comedy D&D live actual play happening every month in Glasgow in Blackfriars. And they've got a Christmas charity show coming up on the 21st, which I'm not going to be guest starring in, but it's going to be a hell of a night. Yorick is so much fun for me to play, just because I get to be mean and talk down my nose to people, which I hope you'll agree is kind of out of character for me. He's deliberately a spoiled rich boy with quite a character journey still ahead of him. Something that makes him extra fun is his relationship with his sister, Anastasia, played excellently by Alison, one of the Not Goblins. They have a cool interplay together where they're kind of being snarky to each other, but they will fight to the death to protect each other. At least Yorick will. I hope Anastasia will do the same. I hope we find out one day. Tomorrow we have the Merciless Efficiency Award. If you can guess what this award is for, you gain inspiration in your next game of D&D. I'm sure your DM will say it's fine. If you can guess what the Merciless Efficiency Award is for, and what the winner is going to be, well, the next time a website asks you for a password and you don't have it saved or written down somewhere, you'll guess it right first time. See you tomorrow. It's day 12 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the Merciless Efficiency Award. This is for the best one-page TTRPG. Short, sweet, in and out and done, minimal mechanics, but a very good time. The Merciless Efficiency Award for best one-page RPG goes to Park Life. This is by MacGuffin and Company. It's technically 2 pages, but this one's kind of just a map. The premise of this one is that you are a team of environmentalists, and you're trying to protect some rare species that have been found in an abandoned theme park. So what do? You pretend to be ghosts and try and scare away some evil property developers so that the rats and the bats and newts will be safe from harm. I ran this one as a Halloween one-shot and decided to take it one step further. I decided that all the player characters should be ghosts and try and defend their haunted theme park home from some meddling, legally distinct kids. A great Swede dog comes flying out, goes and then drop.
Does he run in the air for a second?
Oh yes, yeah. Cartoon physics completely applies.
Yes, he doesn't fall until he looks down.
And leaves his eyebrows there when he falls.
Yeah,
exactly. Falls onto the bouncy castle. It was an incredibly silly time. If you'd like to watch that actual play in full, I've linked it down in the description somewhere. Tomorrow will be the Wheels Within Wheels award. If you can guess what that award is for, you win inspiration for your next game of D&D. If you can guess what the Wheels Within Wheels award is for and guess what the winner is, you will never again mix up sachets for salt and sugar. Can't imagine why that one springs to mind. Certainly not that absolutely disgusting cup of coffee I had yesterday. See you tomorrow. It's day 13 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the Wheels Within Wheels award. This is for the best game mechanic in a TTRPG. There are loads of really strong contenders for this. Honourable mentions to the wound system in Tales from Elsewhere Clockworld, the tarot cards in the adventure stage of Mapamundi, and the death mechanics in Mothership, just there. But the winner of the Wheels Within Wheels award for best TTRPG game mechanic goes to The Night Move in Brindlewood Bay. I'll pass it across to my fabulously dressed character, voted for by my players. Thank you, players. So sexy, boozy, vampire SGM Rich, take it away.
She does have an innate fear that she will be punched in the face.
No, it's worse than that.
Oh. Come on.
If you fail this roll, she will punch you in the sternum and you will die.
Whoa.
It's taking a suggestion from a player and escalating it to new and terrifying levels. I've started incorporating this night move into other systems as well, and seeing the faces of my players when they realise how much trouble their character's in, brings joy to my blackened Game Master heart. Tomorrow is the Uncanny Valley Award, which you'll be glad to know has nothing to do with AI. If you can guess what the Uncanny Valley Award is for, you win inspiration for your next game of D&D. If you can guess what the Uncanny Valley Award is for and guess the winner, well, next time you go to record a video, you won't forget to press the record button. Unlike me. Take 2 was better, I think, though. See you tomorrow. It's day 14 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the Uncanny Valley Award. This is for a not quite TTRPG, but an honourable mention. It's that person you've met, you're not quite best friends, you're not sure about, but you've invited them along to the party anyway, and they are wonderful. The Uncanny Valley Award for best sort of TTRPG goes to Brother Y. In this game, the roles that you're playing, they're not really very well defined. You're just medieval monks, drawing things. in the margins of a very holy book. The game's made up of 2 decks of cards. One deck is full of Bible quotes, the other is full of marginalia, taken from manuscripts from the 12th to 14th century. Each player in turn gets dealt a very serious quote and a very silly little guy, and they have to justify why they did it. My very serious quote reads, "For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who by their unrighteousness suppress the truth." Romans 1:18. But me, being the diligent little medieval monk that I am, decided to draw a chimera donning a wizard hat. I now need to justify why I did such a thing. A chimera, that's not a godly creation. That's a hellish creature, and the fact that it has a wizard hat on, the arcane, the magical, that's a clear sign of unrighteousness. The only magics, the only miracles should be done in the name of the Lord. So the chimera donning the wizard hat is a reminder of just how vigilant we need to be, all of us, brothers. Tomorrow, we have the Comrades Award. If you can tell me what that award is for, you get inspiration in your next game of D&D. If you can tell me what the Comrades Award is for and who the winner is, well, when you go back to look at your session notes from the last session, they'll all be legible and understandable, and you'll be certain what every little scribble actually means. See you tomorrow. It's day 15 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the Comrades Award. This one is for my favourite other YouTubers. To make me choose just one would be cruel and nasty, and I'm not going to do that. So instead, I'm going to shout out lots of them and tell you why you should go check them out if you haven't already. First up, Daddy from Mystic Arts and Naigobi. The two of them set up the Dungeon Tubers Dungeon Jam, which was a chance to make 5-room dungeons, which all got released around the same time. Through that event and the Discord server, I've met so many cool people. And it's been so interesting to get to know these people that share just the same problems as me, which is usually why is this video that I put my heart and soul into doing so badly on YouTube, and the other recurring theme of why is this video software crashing all the time. So big shout outs in no particular order to my Dungeon Jam friends, including Trekker Ross, Stephanie Plays Games, Peter from Tales from Elsewhere, Val from Corkboards and Curiosities, Carl from Carl Make Stuff who's taught me how to paint, the spiciest and diciest Nico De Gallo for helping me learn some more presentation skills, and of course the man, the myth, the piratey legend that is Salty Nick. Misty from Misty Steps, who came to visit me in Glasgow, James from DM with a Day Job, John from Double Crit Fail, and Florence, also known as Spider Lily. That lovely lot all collaborated with me on my Flashbacks video.
Cultists, join me in our sacred chant.
Hopefully that's not funny enough. I don't know enough Latin.
Between all of you and loads of others who I've met along the way, I've learned so much about the craft of dungeon tubing. And having folks in the same boat as me that I can ask questions of, and hopefully I can answer some of their questions too, is so nice. Tomorrow we have the Incorporeal Award. If you can guess what that award is for, you win inspiration in your next game of D&D. Tell your DM says it's fine. If you can guess what the Incorporeal Award is for and guess what the winner is, well, on Christmas Eve you won't be visited by 3 ghosts of past, present and future. See you tomorrow. It's day 16 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the Incorporeal Award for Best Thing on the Internet. Now the internet is a really big place and all my friends live there. So trying to figure out exactly what my favourite part of it is a bit of a challenge. But the winner of the Incorporeal Award goes to my Discord server. This is something that I started last year. I was looking to play and run more games, so I sent out a call to arms to the internet. I was looking for players for Daggerheart, D&D, Dungeon Crawl Classics, and Index Card RPG. And it turns out that worked wonderfully. So many folks got in touch, they jumped into the server, they started chatting to each other organically. It was great. And we started playing one-shots in all those systems. Of course, then 2 of those one-shots turned into 10-shot campaigns, and the people that I met through those games became genuine friends. Since then, the Discord server's been the place to chat about TTRPGs, for me to rant about AI stuff, and generally for like-minded folks who enjoy the role-playing and the storytelling aspects of the game to find each other. So there's always talk on there about different systems, different games, and people just looking to come together to share their favourite parts of the hobby. Anyway, if you're curious, there is a link down in the description somewhere. Tomorrow we have the How Was Your Weekend Award. If you can guess what that award is for, you win inspiration from your DM. If you can guess what the How Was Your Weekend Award is for and guess what the winner is, well, tomorrow you'll wake up refreshed and rejuvenated 10 seconds before your alarm goes off. See you tomorrow. It's day 17 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the How's Your Weekend Award. This one is for my favourite story that I had as a player character. The winner of the How Was Your Weekend Award goes to my bard character that I played in a D&D one-shot in a sort of sci-fi setting. We were playing in the Corona Bar in Glasgow as part of the Tales from the Tavern games. I'll put a link to them in the description because they run games every month and they are great. We set our scene on a moon base on Seluna, floating high above Faerun. Our brave heroes were sent to find out why communication had been lost with the base. So off they went into space, as you do, and they discovered that all was not well. It seems that they'd been mining into the core of the moon, and they dug too deep and too greedily, and now there were intellect devourers and mind flayers coming out of the hole. What started as an investigation turned into a scramble to survive. My bard character, who I described as a bit of a rock star, he'd taken a shining to one of the NPCs and decided at the last minute to try and save her from the onrushing mass of little brains on legs. And so I said to the dungeon master, the gods gave my character a head, a heart and genitals, but only enough blood to power one at a time. So they leap off the balcony, come flying across to try and save her. Luckily for me, there was a series of rolls that I did really well, and we escaped until we couldn't figure out the puzzle inside in order to reactivate the power to get us off the base, and everyone blew up. It was very dramatic, it was very romantic. I still hate puzzles in D&D though. I've got a video, more of a rant maybe, coming soon. Tomorrow is the Master of Puppets Award. If you can guess what that award is for, you win inspiration at your next game of D&D. If you can guess what the Master of Puppets Award is for and what the winner is, ooh. Next time you're trying to light multiple candles with a match, you'll get round loads of them before you start to burn your fingers. See you tomorrow. It's day 18 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the Master of Puppets Award. This is for my favourite GM moment. There have been a lot this year, some in the actual plays that I've filmed and others just for private games. But the winner of the Master of Puppets Award goes to Gorf's Song. My friend Henry, who we love, cherish and admire, missed the opening game of my actual plays, and so my other players decided his fate for him. We then had the chance to catch up with a one-on-one game, and with the other players we decided that Eltrut, Henry's character, should get little visions of the rest of the group. The others made cool little audio recordings. Jack, the little overachiever, made a music video. You hear music.
Back when I had a tail, I swam in the swamplands. You said, come on, man, there's a better way to live. I have no tail, but I have a story. One shot at glory, but I need you by my side. So ultra valor and splendor. If you're going through hell, just stay in that shell and I'll be your defender. So ultra, hang in there, buddy. Any troubles and strife can be as bad as your wife. We'll be there in a hurry. We'll be there.
Tomorrow we have the Alas Poor Yorick Award. If you can guess what the Alas Poor Yorick Award is for, you win inspiration in the next game of D&D. If you can guess what the Alas Poor Yorick Award is for and guess what the winner is, well, for the next year you are immune from sending a text to the person the text was about. See you tomorrow. It's day 19 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the Alas Poor Yorick Award. This is for my favourite character death in one of my games. There's not actually been very many in my recent games. I'm a nice and kind GM, mostly. But the winner of the Alas Poor Yorick Award goes to Nyx in my Daggerheart for Non-Nerds actual play. And what are the last sort of thoughts flash through Nyx's head? So
I imagine like this hit that I get just sort of knocks me over. And I'm falling and dying at the same time as I fall into the ocean. I think of my family members. I think of all the adventures I've had with my my three pals. Also El Truck as well. Can't forget him.
Hang in there, buddy.
And I have enough strength to like touch the red ribbon around you.
Oh, stop.
Think of Serena, Vexoria. Like, I'll see you in a minute. And then I lose consciousness and just
Cross into the veil.
cross into the veil as I drop into the water.
Kay did such a good job of embracing this twist in the tale. None of us knew this was going to happen, but the improvisation on show, to just run with it and to make a powerful moment was so impressive. You'll find the actual play linked in the description. Tomorrow, it's the Who the Hells Are You award. If you can guess what that award is for, you win inspiration in your next game of D&D. If you can guess what the Who the Hells Are You award is for, and what the winner is, well, next time you suggest a new system to run, all your players will be super excited and really keen to make it happen in the next session. See you tomorrow. It's day 20 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the Who the Hells Are You award. This is for my favourite GM character. I've played some monsters, I've played some heroes, but the winner of the Who the Hells Are You award goes to Albert Applegate from my Scooby-Doo game at Halloween.
We need to think of some way of getting rid of them.
Brother, I don't think you understand.
Yeah.
If those kids get rid of those other ghosts, it's problem solved.
But
What? You've always been the boss. I've been a practical man, mate. Never much one for taking the lead of stuff. But do you think it might be prudent, might be wise to say goodbye to our other supernatural friends?
But who's going to build all the rides without Professor Hagman?
I don't need any money. Think of the bloody money. We could employ someone else. Surely there's someone else, new advances.
I always believed that Happy Land was a family. The people who worked at Happy Land were family. I've even gone. The part of me that even feels a fondness for that herring gull, much as she drives me up the wall. I'm not sure I'm willing to let go.
This character only came about because I needed a bit of a fancy dress costume for the Halloween game, and cantankerous theme park owner with a flat cap and a Yorkshire accent seemed like a really good place to start. From there, to be honest, the rest of the character was improvised. It mostly came about from bouncing off of Dominic's character. We decided that these two would be brothers, and we ended up with quite an emotional connection. There was sadness and pathos in there that you don't normally associate with a bit of a crazy, mad one-shot. In the end, it was such an interesting balancing factor between the hijinks and chaos of the other characters, and it was a great excuse to say, brother, like that. Tomorrow we have the Maybe Next Year award. If you can guess what that award is for, you win inspiration in the next game of D&D. If you can guess what the Maybe Next Year award is for and guess the winner, the next sneeze that you do will be really, really good. See you tomorrow. It's day 21 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today it's the Maybe Next Year award. This is for the game that I've been meaning to play all year and just haven't got around to it. And to be honest, there are quite a few contenders. The winner of the Maybe Next Year award goes to The Dragon Prince Tales of Xadia. It's a beautiful book, the mechanics look cool, I absolutely love the cartoon, but I've not found anyone to play it with in person. Looking at the system, the amount of tokens and dice and things, there's a lot of kind of physical busy work to it that I don't think would work particularly well online, unless you set up something fancy in Foundry or Roll20. So it remains on my shelf unloved, like a glow toad, but maybe, just maybe next year, we'll make it happen. Tomorrow is the Antici award. If you can guess what that award is for, you win inspiration in your next game of D&D. If you can guess what the Antici award is for and guess the winner, well, you'll have the delight, honour, privilege and pleasure of introducing someone new to the creative works of Tim Curry, including Rocky Horror Picture Show, Muppet Treasure Island, Clue, and I only learned this one recently, Nigel Thornberry in A Wild Thornberries. See you tomorrow. Day 22 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today is the Anticipation award. This is for my most anticipated games of 2026. I don't think I can pick just one winner for this, so I'm going to do this in a couple of categories. Games that I've played in early access and playtest and Kickstarters, and games which I've heard about, I'm excited about, but I've not touched yet. For games that I've played, I've run, I've seen early versions of, we have Clockworld, Tales from Elsewhere, we've got Discworld, we've got the Scorch Basin setting. All three of those you can find actual plays of on YouTube. Also Gallows Corner by 3 Sail Studios, the folks that brought you Mappa Mundi. That's basically Robin Hood, a TTRPG, but to mostly lowly peasants rather than the devilishly handsome fox. In the games that I've not played but I'm super excited about column, we have Pale Tides by Scottish creator Paul Scott Canavan, where you play as a coven of witches known as Hexen in the game, and you're fighting against all the forces of oppression, especially the patriarchy. Next we have Starscape by Golden Lasso Games. They're having looked at this and done a late pledge on the Kickstarter. It's a mashup of all of my favourite sci-fi. It's people being competent and clever and working together. It's got themes of found family and discovery, and really cool aliens. One last one in this category, Peasantry. Zach, I am so sorry I've not managed to find time to play it yet. I really want to. Tomorrow we have the Do You Hear the People Sing award. If you can guess what that award is for, you win inspiration in the next game of D&D. If you can guess what the Do You Hear the People Sing award is for and guess the winner, well, next time you accidentally stand barefoot on a D4, it'll be this one, which is bouncy. See you tomorrow. It's day 23 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. Today it's the Do You Hear the People Sing award. This is the Game of the Year as voted for by the lovely folks on the Renegade Rolls Discord server. The winner of the Do You Hear the People Sing award for Game of the Year as voted for by the Renegade Rolls Discord server goes to Daggerheart. It is a very good game, and I've had the pleasure of seeing it develop over the last year and a half, including actually being in one of the Critical Role videos promoting it. It's like my face, then Matt Mercer's face a second later. It's very strange. I absolutely love Daggerheart.
It's going to be something real special, and it's just the beginning.
For me, the game takes so much of the DNA from D&D, but compresses it, refines it into something slicker and faster. I've heard it described as D&D for theatre kids, but I don't think that's quite true. Actually, I reckon Daggerheart is a game for people who want to be more theatrical in their games, who want to bring the narrative and the storytelling focus to the forefront. It gives so many prompts for role-playing that experienced actors and improvisers probably wouldn't need. But if you're coming to TTRPGs and looking to emulate what you see on Critical Role and Dimension 20, then Daggerheart is such a good tool for getting close to that experience around your table. Something else I like that's really refreshing is that there's no hinterland in terms of the history of the game. All the lore, all the monsters are brand new, so I can feel like an expert in it pretty quickly. This makes it very fresh, it makes it easy to run, and I'm so excited to play more of it in the new year. Tomorrow, it's the big one. It's so big that I don't even have a title for it. It's just the Game of the Year. Now, there's no prizes for guessing what this award is for, but if you can guess what my Game of the Year is, you win absolutely nothing. I've been hinting about this one all year in different videos, so if you've been following me in the channel, you should have a good idea of what it is. I'll see you tomorrow where all will be revealed. It's day 24 of the Renegade Rolls Awards. It's the big one. It is my Game of the Year. And for this, we need a bit of razzle dazzle. Here we go. Sparkly coats coming on. Yeah, the Renegade Rolls Game of the Year goes to... it's upside down. Mapamundi! I fell in love with this game as soon as I heard about it, and I sent an email to George, who's the writer and designer. He got back to me in about 5 minutes, just full of wholesome joy and delight, and it was so clear that this is a person and a project that I can completely get behind. It matches my ethics, it matches my values, the art is beautiful, and most importantly, the game is so much fun to play and run. I'll defer to my past self to explain what's going on in just 30 seconds. The aim of Mapamundi is to learn about the wilds of a post-apocalyptic world and the behaviours of its monsters. The player characters, aka Chroniclers, are members of the Mapamundi Institute and have all taken a vow to do no harm. Players roll dice depending on skill level. You start with d4s and d6s, but you can upgrade as you go. Meets it, beats it. This is a non-combat system with 4 character stats: traversal, observation, deduction, and exploration. The game uses phases to split up the story. The research phase is all about gathering clues. Journey phase is telling the story of the places you go, revealing cards. The encounter phase is finally coming face to face with the monster. You want to learn everything you can about these epic creatures. Something that makes this an especially worthy winner for me is that I've got a new friend in the industry. In George, there is someone with impeccable taste, values, and someone whose burning passion for TTRPGs is so infectious. I'm so happy to see that Mapamundi flew past its Kickstarter target, and the production, the shipping, all of that stuff just went so smoothly for them. I'm now so excited to see what 3 Sail Studios do next. Gallows Corner, that comes out in the new year, is looking so good. So Mapamundi, worthy winner of the first ever Renegade Rolls Awards Game of the Year. Tomorrow, something slightly different, a bit of a personal recap of 2025. No awards, just me chatting. See you tomorrow. Alright, that's it. Award season finished. Sparkly jacket comes off. Productivity monster has been defeated for another year. It's time for the Renegade Rolls Wrap-Up of 2025. What happened this year, some of the amazing experiences I had, and some of the cool things I'm looking forward to in 2026. Also, some bonus awards. The gift that keeps on giving award goes to Joseph for stunts like this.
I think it's just knowing that she actually is capable of outsmarting what it is that we're doing. You know,
smart women. What have you got against intelligent women?
You just have to hate smart women.
Say it! Say it for the Patreon exclusive!
The Darwin Award for Best Needless Death of a Player Character goes to Rowan.
I'm going to sweep out of the office, and the first thing I do is I'm going to steal a packet of chips from a recently brought back child, and I'm going to fly off with them and instantly be splatted by a roller coaster. Cheers.
Lastly, we have the Nicest Handwriting Award, which can't go to any of my players. I've seen their handwriting and it's mediocre at best. This one, by miles, goes to Salty Nick. I have made a lot of videos this year and I'm proud of every single one of them. Some have done really well, others, well, yeah, haven't so much. But that's okay, I've been doing it because I enjoy it and I'm still very much learning the craft. This year feels like I've been much more a part of the D&D and TTRPG community, actually meeting loads of other folks in the hobby, rather than just seeing pixelated faces on Discord. And it's that community, it's the friends we've made along the way, which makes this all so fun for me. It's also been the year of a couple of dreams come true. I've started running actual play games with some fantastic improvisers. If you haven't already, give them a watch and you can see some of my GM advice, some of my words of wisdom actually in action. And you can judge for yourself whether I really do walk the walk as well as I talk the talk. On the subject of actually playing games, two things coming up in the future. I am going to be running my first ever 10-shot actual play. It's in a sci-fi setting called Dreams and Machines, and I'm so looking forward to sharing it with everyone. Secondly, I am now a pro game master. I've started running paid games on Start Playing Games. I know paid games aren't everyone's cup of tea, but if you fancy it, come and join me. After much humming and hawing and being indecisive, I finally decided to start Patreon. All you folks who are already supporting me on there, thank you so much. You're amazing. Everyone else, you can be amazing too for just £3 a month, or $3 something in American. 2025 has been a delight for me in the RPG space. I've met so many cool folks, and I'm so happy to have shared it with all of you. I'll see you in 2026, where my improbable succession of ones is sure to continue.